Hey everybody, welcome to Intentionally Fit. This is Heather, and this week we're going to have something kind of new. My husband and I have been talking for the past few days about different ways we get stuck in a rut for fitness and health in our journey. And one of the things that I have noticed and he's noticed is this pursuit of perfection and how it tends to be so dominant in our thought process of how we do things that it kind of takes control over whether or not we finish a program. And so what I'd like to do is I'm just going to give you a little bit overview of the things that I can see that are problems with it, and then each day we're going to talk a little bit about it a little bit more. So perfection is you don't need me to tell you this. It's an illusion. It's not real. And we cannot attain it. If we could attain perfection, then, what would be the point? We wouldn't learn anything. If we could attain perfection, we wouldn't need Jesus. These are just they should be freeing things to know that perfection is really not something that we can attain. It should make life a little bit easier to breathe. So some of the things that I've noticed that we get stuck in the perfection trap is that we expect to hit every single workout, do the entire workout with every single move being perfect, and that we never make a mistake food-wise, and we are constantly right on top of everything. Talk about pressure. I don't think that that's possible. And I think it's horrible to do to your head and your heart, because it's such a big burden to try to do that and be perfect the whole time. This is a journey, and I want you to view it that way. So another thing that we do is we see these beautiful before and after transformations. The people have gone from 350 pounds to 180, and they're buff and they're lean, and there's not a imperfection on them. And we sit there and go, well, why can't I do that? See, comparison is a thief. It steals your joy. So we're going to talk a little bit about this comparison trap and seeing if we can avoid that. Also, one of the big things I want you guys to understand is that you have to allow yourself some grace. And that means being okay when you make a mistake and getting back up and starting again. Now, I want you to hear what I said. I said getting back up and starting right where you left off. I don't want you to constantly be getting up and going back and starting over, because what happens is you will constantly beat yourself up at the point that you're always starting over and you never make any progress. That's what perfection does. It makes us start back over at the very bottom of the heap, like an old video game that doesn't allow you to save your progress. And it defeats you mentally and emotionally when that's just, it's not worth the anguish. So I want to talk about giving yourself some grace as well. So each day, come back. We'll do a little bit of discussion, because this could be, oh goodness, this could be hours long if we talked about this pursuit of perfection and how it relates to our health and fitness journey. And I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. Here we were talking about making a video about perfection and giving yourself grace and this illusion and all of this. And I will tell you, I struggled with what I was looking like on this silly video. How often do I wear makeup on my videos? Not very. No, normally I do it right after I work out. So I was like, this is ironic. I think that there's something to this. So I think that more than just my husband and I can benefit from talking about this perfection and this idea of how we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to do things. I think what I want is at the end of this week, at the end of this discussion on perfection, I want you to be able to take a deep breath and let it out and just say, I can do this. Because I believe you can do this. But I think sometimes your idea, my idea of what we're supposed to do and supposed to be like gets in the way. So come back tomorrow and we'll talk about the illusion of perfection. So I hope you have a great day. Give yourself some grace, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.